Hello, my name is Cameron McRae, and alongside Fantasia Beavers, Emily Riggs, and Kayla Franks, we have created the nonprofit organization Baby Bliss. Now, we are all at the age where we can see life can be challenging at times, and not everything is handed to you like it may have been when we were kids. Life in reality can hit you hard, and when I say life, I literally mean life, sometimes the life of another human. If you're struggling financially or on your own, can you imagine not having to support yourself but someone else? Think about all the single moms out there working 2 to 3 jobs just to give their little ones the best life possible. When a mother gives birth to a new child, it's a beautiful thing, but it can also be an expensive thing. Having a baby and providing for the baby can be a challenging task for single mothers. That's why we have created Baby Bliss. Baby Bliss is a nonprofit organization with one goal in mind: to help single moms. Our mission at Baby Bliss is to provide single mothers in South Arkansas with the materials, skills, and tools they need to be nurturing parents who also thrive as productive members of society. With the cost of living rising, mothers are struggling to provide for their babies once they are born. The price of infant needs and care is outrageously high, and many mothers cannot afford it. We will provide infant supplies that the mothers need. We also have a vision to ensure that all new and single mothers are cared for and have the materials and skills they need to lead successful lives and care for their children. Baby Bliss sees a society in which mothers will not have to worry about anything except for loving their babies. Our nonprofit board team has decided through research and real-world experiences that there is a need to help new mothers. We are all agreed that single and low-income mothers need help with supplies such as bottles, diapers, wipes, etc. Based on the IRS classifications defined in Worth 2017, our organization, Baby Bliss, will be registered as a 501c3 tax-exempt public charity with File Form 990. We can accept support from multiple sources, and our gifts are considered tax-deductible. We want to create a strong, reliable support system where mothers feel they can truly depend on our help. We plan to have short-term investments that eventually turn into long-term outcomes for our nonprofit. First of all, we want to create awareness and new knowledge of single mothers struggling. We want to initially reach out to mothers and provide them with the right things to help them successfully raise their child, but we want that to result in much more. We want a positive well-being for both the mother and child throughout both of their lives. We want permanency for the children, financial stability for the mother, a sense of togetherness, and
Like Cameron said, our nonprofit founding board team 2 formed the nonprofit organization called Baby Bliss. We came up with the name Baby Bliss through a name generator online. There were a couple of options that the website came up with, but we all agreed on Baby Bliss. In regard to our classification, we are a 501c3 tax-exempt public charity and we do file Form 990. We are for charitable, public, and social benefit only, and we can accept support from multiple sources, and our gifts are considered tax deductible. The said organization is in accordance with the Arkansas Nonprofit Act as it is amended. And with our purpose is, like he said, to create that strong support system for mothers in southern Arkansas. We want to teach, empower, aid, and support without judgment. And there will never be a shortage of mothers, so our efforts and services will always be needed. And for our needs assessment, we identified the problem in our community that through research and real world experience, that there's a need to help new mothers, specifically single low income mothers. They need help with supplies such as bottles, diapers, and wipes, but we also thought it would be great to have like a mentorship program that the volunteers that mothers could go to them and ask, not just for getting a job and telling them how their resume needs to look and getting clothes for them, but like for emotional support as well. And we decided that a Baby Bliss would be very important after researching, due to the article, The Dynamics of Women Disconnected from Employment and Welfare. Robert Moore, in that article, analyzed the new government policies that limit the welfare support women can receive and the lack of financial support that they're now getting. According to Moore, government new welfare reform restricts and removes a means of financial support for those unable to become and remain employed, giving rise to a group of single mothers disconnected from welfare and from employment. So our organization would not only be able to help women by giving them the necessary supplies, but we'll be able to reconnect them to the labor market as well. We would be able to help them find clothes, like for job interviews, and coach them on what they need to say and how they need to present themselves during the interview. In our vision and mission statement, our mission statement is to empower, aid, and support single and low-income mothers in Southern Arkansas. The definition of a mission statement is a formal summary of the aims and values of a company, organization, or individual that does not change over the life of that organization. So it's the main goal. It's the big picture. It does not have like specific goals set in place. It's just what the organization wants to do in the community. And which is what we want to do is help single low-income mothers in Southern Arkansas. Our primary focus is to help mothers in need, like how our mission statement says, and we want to gain and grow support to expand to other communities to keep along with our mission, to expand it, not just Southern Arkansas, but wherever more low-income mothers are. And so to fulfill our purpose and our mission, we have two strong objectives that we need to fulfill. We need to create that strong, reliable support system, and we need to gather the items to donate supplies that they need. And with that support system, it would be without judgment and it would be unconditionally. They can come to us with whatever problem they need help with. And our bylaws are the rules, procedures of the organization has set. Not only they got the name and the purpose, but the number of directors that our founding board is going to have, and the powers of the founding board, and the powers of the CEO. And our founding board is going to consist of four founding members, and as our organization grows and increases its influence, the number of board members will need to increase as necessary to make sure we are being efficient. And our founding board has functional and legal responsibilities that they have to fulfill. And the CEO, his responsibilities, he's going to serve as the chair of the board of directors while keeping the organization on track to make sure we are serving our mission. And he does have financial powers, but it's more day-to-day operations, while any big, long-term kind of decision has to be approved by the founding board. And it's got to have 3/4 of a yes of the founding board. And the CEO is going to be an advocate and build relationships with potential donors and sponsors. And with our election and our terms of office, the CEO is going to have to be unanimously voted yes at the end of its every 2-year term. And our term of office is going to be hybrid, meaning members can be elected, appointed, and it's self-perpetuating. Board members can be nominated. The term of office is 2 years, and about 1/4 of the chairs need to be filled every year, just to make sure that we're ensuring continuity, but making the board responsive to community and members' needs. And our meetings are the last Monday of every month, but that can be changed if the board members vote against. And the governing and leadership, that is going to be the functional and legal responsibilities that the board members have. They commit to biannual monetary donations to the organization. They have to be responsible for ensuring that the organization is serving its mission, like the CEO. We have to make sure that we are staying on with our mission and staying with our ethical standards and values. We don't want to deter from that. And they are going to select and appoint the CEO, making sure that there's a unanimous vote yes. And with legal responsibilities, we have to make sure that we are following all of the applicable laws and regulations for a 501c3, but that we're also following our own bylaws.
Baby Bliss will be taking accountability and performance measures to make sure that we are doing everything that we can as a nonprofit to reach people in the community. We will be held accountable to our stakeholders. These are people such as volunteers, clients, staff, partners in the community that we have relations with. All these people we are held accountable to. We want to make sure that our nonprofit is doing everything we can for them. One way that we will make sure this is by benchmarking. Benchmarking is comparing Baby Bliss to other companies in our section or our region of similar size to make sure that we are performing as we should be performing. This logic model shows our incomes and our inputs and our outputs, and it shows our outcomes because of our inputs and our outputs. We input our staff, our knowledge, our money, our time, and because of this we reach out to single mothers in South Arkansas who are in need. We also need new volunteers to work with our community. We develop plans for fundraising. We gather supplies for these mothers and we provide training for these mothers, and we also counsel these mothers. We create event documents, articles, flyers to put up in the community, posters to hang on walls. We also create a peace of mind for mothers to know that they will be able to take care of their baby. The outcomes because of this, some of the short-term investments are awareness that this is a problem, new knowledge for mothers, skills for mothers to be able to go out into the community and get a job. We also provide motivation to go and get a job or just to be a great mother, and we also enhance our relationships. Long-term investments will be the positive well-being of the mother and child. Because of our nonprofit, mothers and children will be able to live okay. We also provide family togetherness and financial stability because of our workforce training. Now we'll move on to strategy and capacity building. Our strategy to get our name out there is to appear on news channels and get the word out about our company. We'll also keep supplies stocked at all times to make sure that we have everything that mothers need. We'll also have information desks at local events such as Henderson football games or something like that. We also want to strengthen our fundraising program and improve staff and volunteer skills to ensure that we can provide all we can for new mothers. We'll also do capacity building, and this is the ability to deliver our mission effectively. Earlier we stated our mission, and this is how we provide with our mission. We want to build relationships with influential members in the community. This way we can make our mothers feel comfortable, like when they come in to see us, we know what we're talking about. And we also want to build knowledge on what new mothers and newborns need, because if we don't know, how will we provide for them? Now we're going to talk about collaborations and partnerships. Some of the collaborations we have talked about are philanthropic collaborations and strategic collaborations. The first collaboration is for nonprofits just ready to get their feet wet, ready to jump in and have an enduring and massive impact on the community. And this impact could save mothers and newborns' lives. And the strategic collaboration is where we're going to partner with another university, another organization, just to make sure that we are getting our name out. But we also operate independently with this collaboration. We don't rely on them, they don't rely on us with this. This will bring in more donations also. And for our partnerships, this allows Baby Bliss to have shared decision-making capabilities while remaining independent. Some examples of this that we would like to work with is, like I said, our local universities, Henderson and OVU, and also the Pregnancy Resource Center, so we can reach out to those mothers as fast as we can.
volunteer planning and management. The types of volunteers that Baby Bliss need are regular volunteers and episodic volunteers. We will need our regular volunteers to make a more serious commitment to the organization, while our episodic volunteers will just be available on an as-needed basis for special events that require extra help. Episodic volunteers will serve our organization by assisting with drives, parades, materials, or monetary donations for our new mothers. While our regular volunteers serve our organization on a consistent basis, they are almost regarded as non-paid staff. Well, they are regarded as non-paid staff. These volunteers serve in the capacity of mentoring mothers, helping around the Baby Bliss headquarters as needed. And once mothers successfully complete our program, they can also choose to pay it forward and become a regular mentor by choosing to help other mothers. And ways to ensure a successful volunteer program. Number one, by developing a formal volunteer policy and guideline. Having this policy will ensure that our volunteer program has structure to it. Along with our policy and guidelines, we would also like to outline adequate volunteer job descriptions. We would like for our volunteers to take their position as serious as they would a paid position. So we want to outline, the duties that are required for them so that they'll know up front what's required when they sign on to become a volunteer with agency. We want a sense of seriousness. This is why we will also invest in our volunteers by providing orientation and training so that they are more knowledgeable about their role and how to be more effective as a volunteer. We also aim to provide our volunteers with a performance evaluation, which is similar to on-the-job evaluation. Our evaluation will serve to highlight accomplishments of our volunteers and also point out weak areas to show them where they may need improvement. Marketing and communication. Baby Bliss will will consist of pamphlets and other infographics which will be distributed to mothers after they give birth through a partnership with local hospitals. Baby Bliss will accept direct referrals from hospitals and birthing centers for mothers who may need extra help or single mothers who don't have as much help, and Baby Bliss can be a resource to them. Baby Bliss will also have a social media presence on all social media platforms where we will share our services and our success stories with the general public. Fundraising. We'll create an online presence. The website will be a great tool to attract new donors and also a way to connect with existing donors. Baby Bliss will utilize an email and text messaging program to ensure efficient communication with donors and prospects. We will send out alerts for major events as well as quarterly newsletters with an update on Baby Bliss. Crowdfunding will be used if and when we have a specific or very specific goal in mind. We are able to predict that the goal is enticing and we can introduce the goal in an interesting way so that we'll be able to make sure that we gain a great following. Now, crowdfunding isn't the most consistent way to raise funds, but it's quite effective when it's well thought out. But our main goal is to develop positive relationships with our potential donors and current donors. We will ask for gifts to help our mothers and children. We invite potential donors to events that spotlight the accomplishments of Baby Bliss. We also send letters in the mail to potential donors. We accept gifts such as bottles, diapers, or baby formula. And we also accept monetary gifts and gift cards. Our main goal with Baby Bliss is to foster these positive relationships that will equate to donors, that will equate to dollar signs. Once we have this relationship with our donors, they're more likely to give because they understand the mission that we have.
And with that, thank you for listening to the Nonprofit Founding Board Team 2. We were excited to tell you about Baby Bliss and everything that we have done this semester. Thank you.